like Ozzy, Arkansas. You can do anything in this pizza oven, really. Like, you don't just have to do pizza. People, we gotta have a serious discussion about deja vu because deja vu may be one of the greatest proofs that everything they told us about the nature of our reality is a big lie. And deja vu may be one of the greatest proofs that we live in a simulation. So to understand why I even say all of this, let's start right here. Let's talk about time, the nature of time. We've been taught that time is a straight line and that tomorrow is like a blank page in a book with no words on it, and we're waiting to write the words on it as we go. Meaning that each day is full of random events and random actions that we can't predict or shouldn't be able to know what those actions are going to consist of. Time is aligned with random events playing out. This is what we've been taught. Starting from a big bang, and objects are just randomly hurling through space. The alternative understanding to time, besides the heliocentric one that I just described, would be the ancient concept that the Mayans, the Olmecs, Egyptians, and all of them had. The ancestors didn't teach that time was aligned with random events unfolding. The ancestors taught that time was a circle, and that where the circle connects is where the past meet the future. Let's use an example dealing with Hollywood and movie making. Modern science wants us to believe that we're in a reality movie and nothing is rehearsed. This is a reality TV show. There is no script, and everything that's happening in this movie is just random events. On the other hand, the ancestors said we're not in a reality TV show with random events unfolding and sort of freestyling. The ancestors said that this is a scripted movie and every action that's playing out in this movie was already written. And this is why the Bible say in the beginning was the word, it was written. The people that wrote the Bible were ancient people that subscribed to the same cosmological conception that the Mayans and other people subscribed to. They were flat earthers and they had a different understanding of time than what we have today with the modern heliocentric globe model, which teaches us again that time is aligned with random events. The Mayans saw time more like a deck of cards, and each event that's playing out is just one card in the deck unfolded in a sequence of actions that's already pre-written on every card. And that when we reach the end of the deck just repeats itself. And this is why we say history repeats itself. All of the events within time seem to repeat themselves every generation. And this is why it's what the magicians talk about deja vu. It's a very different experience. If you've ever had deja vu, it's not like you're reliving something. It's like you're reliving something, re-experiencing something. Several deja vu moments. The thing about deja vu moments is deja vu is unfolding. It ain't gonna happen, you know, because everything is unfolding. It's like I lived it or experienced it as it's unfolding. It's like I'm repeating a point in time. Everything down to the way my attitude or my emotional state was at the time. Everything down to the way that the smell or the odors that may have been present in the event. Everything down to the way you feel the taste on your mouth. Everything. It's like nostalgia. It's like driving down the street twice to forget that you drove down the first time. And it's not like you just remembering one thing 2 years ago. That's just a memory. Deja vu happened. It's even it's like when you're living the experience that I'm already living in deja vu. We never can stop it. We never can intervene. Deja vu is always going to step in the time, and you will never says what's going to happen before everyone in the room was like, hey, how did you know that? Deja vu is always a step ahead of us. And I'm going to explain why. Our reality is scripted. And one way we can see this is when we have our deja vu moment. Something in you that is always experienced.
Okay, now you're switching off. Now you learn about
Thing
this.
is happening. It's just as if this realization takes place in a very split millisecond. We say, and in my theory, I believe that it's because our reality is scripted and we can't edit the script. It says in Israel, in the beginning was God. It says, it was written, things must come to pass, things must be fulfilled. And this is the ancient Hebrew way. This is our ancestors' way of telling in a scripted simulation. What they're teaching us is true. To walk is a blank page and open endpoints to write the events in. If that is true, we will never have deja vu. Because deja vu means the pages have words. See, it's like if each day is a page of a book that's split. And deja vu would be like your soul reading ahead of the class. You're in school, reading ahead of the book in the class, reading fast, and a chapter ahead. This is so deja vu. If there's a book of the events are written out in simulation, and we have deja vu, we're literally reading ahead, getting ahead of the class, reading the future pages. And definitely some of those pages now. You want to read ahead to page 62, and the class page 52, and we see no lineage. So that's
Come on, you're better than that. Don't worry about that.
stick with page 52, and you forget some of the stuff that goes to the left. So now you go to class, so you get the page, and then you stick out to that you remember. That's deja vu. Not to would that make any sense? I'll show you what my ancestors were burying, and it's something that should make sense. So picture if
One, two, three, four, five, six.
that's just a so if they look back, it says we can move forward in time and backwards in time. Deja vu is us moving forward in time and then coming back to the present form. And when we move forward to the inches up to the present, we remember the future. I know it sounds crazy that we remember the future, according to the ancestors. Sometimes that it manifests in other words, the past, present, and future is embedded in just like that deck of cards. So you have to go first to the last card. First card is the last card. And then goes back is where the past is the future. And the cycle is the present. Every event, every card is still playing out. So there's a universe out there. You're just being there's a universe out there. It's mental plan and sleep is to present.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breath.
And time is basically the feeling of the day. Each day is like being mental. uses a deck of cards with a bunch of blank cards and as well. Deja vu debunked that idea. Tomorrow is a parallel reality. And everything you're gonna do tomorrow is already written out. And when tomorrow makes it to the present, you're gonna see the script. Tomorrow free will in time when it comes to science, but this is a different context. What I mean by free will in this context versus sovereignty video. I speak about sovereignty. I speak about free will. Beyond government control. Control. Now, some may say such that everything written out, they still instead of a beyond government control of the actions, some external deity the ancients said that there's a higher dimension.
This is that great.
In other words, it's exists. According to the ancient,
That stupid old.
its version exists of time and its regular swing. Its own version. It is leading its own version. This
Chill out, bro.
This higher version is equivalent to life. It's the one that swept out before existed. It foresaw everything it wanted to do manifest in its version. I'll give you
Shit's
Okay, get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is.
I told you from the realistic video of a black man in a red shirt running down the street from the novel that's chasing. Make the black man look scared and vicious. The video you're watching right now is what I generated. And the reason I'm showing this video is to show you an example of how simulation is like. In the beginning was the one, just like in the beginning of the video here. So, in order for me to generate the video, it's first. Now, generate sound similar to Genesis. Now, we know that in the beginning was the one. And Genesis happens. The one is in the numbers. It's because any video exists of a man running down the street from the number. Now, it exists in the mind of a true creator, which is me. But it don't exist as a fake video that's generated. It exists up here. The guy in the red shirt is running around in light, real mind as the creator. That's not. That becomes the
What the fuck, bro? This is stupid, bro.
Manifest. The Bible is telling us we're in a simulation, and no, there's no rule and no script. Everyone's higher self, lower self has written two different scripts. One got a good ending, one got a bad ending. And these two parallel realities are like one of each other. And how your story is going to end is based upon the choice you make your story.
This stupid dude.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely.
Deja vu is time being alive. And if time isn't alive, then what is going to ancestors' time is cycle. And what this means is that it's like an avatar inside of a scripted simulation, and your soul is just the observer. If life is a story and the body is a character written in the book, then the soul is the one reading the book. Your soul is the reader, your body is the character in the book. And the purpose of the soul reading the book, it's interacting with who it is in this world. It's going to take that knowledge out of itself and transform itself. The soul isn't the character in the book. The soul is the reader, the observer. And in this, the library, there are many books. You are star-eligible, meaning that you exist in multiple realities, giving out different scripts, and you visit some of those other parallel realities when you dream. You literally shift out of consciousness to other parallel realities where you're living out a different script. And the moment our consciousness shift from this reality to that reality, we forget about this reality. We get amnesia. If I walk up to you in a dream and tell you that you just fell asleep, you will say, "Get out of my face, you crazy man." Because the moment your consciousness shift to the dream, you won't remember falling asleep. You fall asleep in that moment. How you want to remember falling asleep in the dream when that version of you in that moment has its own memories. It remembers everything that it did that moment to the point when your consciousness shifted there. And it will ask you, "Hey man, you just fell asleep." You'll say, "No man, I got up this morning, I had breakfast at McDonald's," and you explain your day. Not knowing you just shifted your consciousness because and this shows you that our soul is amnesia because it's bound to these different scripts that it's carrying out in these different realities, these different roles that it's playing. And it's
Okay,
shifting between
you're starting to make mistakes.
wake up from a dream and you start playing this version of yourself in this particular reality. The law of infinity proves that the past, present, and future all exist. And now, if the universe is infinite, which it is, then there's a law that governs infinity. And it's a simple law of infinity is that infinity cannot lack anything. Infinity literally means all there is and it doesn't lack anything. If the universe is infinite and it doesn't lack anything, then there's no such thing as a blank page in the book. That would defy the law of infinity, which says that to all is lacking events, there's emptiness there. It would defy the law of infinity, which says that there can be nothing lacking within infinity, meaning that the future can't be lacking. The future must already be manifested in form. And that is two laws that govern the fact that deja vu is proof that we were here to a time because the law of polarity and law of infinity is a solid foundation for the idea of moving forward and backwards in time